Sri Gurubhyo Nama. Morning viewers. In this video we are going to see about the upcoming Saturn transit which is going to take place on 2025 March 29th late evening around 9:45 pm as per Trikandita Panchanga, where Saturn from Aquarius moves to Pices. We will be seeing about the Saturn transit for each and every zodiac as a separate video. I had already released those zodiac who are going to get benefited out of the Saturn transit, as well as those zodiac which will face some troubles. If you have not seen that videos, I am providing the links in the description. You can use the link and watch those videos. If you are new to my channel, keep this channel subscribed so that you will get my updates instantly. Saturn so far placed in his house Aquarius, which is a dark house and a farthermost house from the position of Sun, which is going to move to a most positive house of Jupiter called Pices. So the movement of Saturn from Aquarius to Pices itself is a good sign for all zodiacs. So it will reduce this time. The impact of Saturn will not be there much. It will definitely reduce negative power to all zodiacs. So one need not have to be afraid of the Saturn's position at Pisces or the next transit. Generally, if Saturn is associated with the positive houses of Jupiter or Venus, or if Saturn is getting aspected by a positive planet like Jupiter or a rising moon or Venus, etc., or if Saturn is getting associated with the positive planets, it will not do its negativity. Like for example, if a mischievous person happens to stay at a temple or a church or a guru's house, he will not exhibit his negative or evil activities. Rather, he will keep silent. Similarly, if his guru or a teacher aspects him, he will not show his negative impact. So in that way, this position of Saturn at Pisces, we can say it will be very calm and it will not disturb much. Generally in transit, when we consider the position of planets and the impact of one's horoscope, we take to the maximum of 15 to 20%. The remaining 80% comes from the personal horoscope, where the current Mahadasa and Antardasa is getting ruled. So one need not have to worry, but at the same time, there will be some impact based on the Saturn's position if it runs a 7.5 period of Saturn, or if Saturn is placed at the 8th house. It is like putting more pinch of salt in a tasty food. Definitely it will have some impact. So to get rid of the Saturn's problem, one should regularly do prayers to Lord Hanuman on every Saturday, or visit any Shiva temple and pray to Navagraha, or the main deity is Shiva itself, to get rid of all these problems. So if anyone offers prayers regularly during the 7.5 period of Saturn, or if Saturn is running on the 8th house, they will not face any major difficulties. Now Saturn associating with the house of Pisces, it's a great and a good relief, great sign for everyone, and a good relief for major zodiac like Aquarius and Pisces. Even for Leo, if Saturn is a strong negative planet, will not do much negative impact. Interestingly, Jupiter from Gemini, the next transit from Taurus to Gemini, Jupiter, where it moves to Gemini and it will start aspecting Aquarius. So it will reduce the impact of Saturn's 7.5 troubles. At the same time, during 2026, when Jupiter moves from Gemini to Cancer, it will get exalted, and from there it will start aspecting the Saturn, and that 1 year it will keep the Saturn more positive. So in the upcoming Saturn transit period of 2.5 years, the 1 year, that is from 2026 to 27, where Saturn will be under the complete control of an exalted Jupiter, will not do any major troubles to anyone. So it is a great relief for every zodiac. Now let us see, starting from Aries to Pisces for each zodiac, the impact of the Saturn's position as well as the houses it aspects. Gemini, the third zodiac sign. For Gemini, in the upcoming Saturn transit, Saturn from 9th house moves to the 10th house. To an extent it is positive, because in the upcoming Jupiter transit, Jupiter is going to be placed at the first house, Gemini itself, and even for Saturn, which is placed at the house of Jupiter, there could be a lot of job opportunities in the upcoming Saturn transit period for Gemini, especially for those who are not employed for long. They can find good job opportunities in different states. Some even get opportunities in foreign countries also. But Saturn associating with the 10th house may cause certain troubles also in workplace. There may be controversies with the seniors. They need to attend the office in time, need to complete the work in time. Some may face consequences in terms of their discipline. They should not enter into the unwanted arguments with the seniors, but need to be careful in the workplace. Those who are looking for new job opportunities, they should be ready to relocate to any place in this time. Their hard work can yield them a lot of good opportunities. Recommendations and support may not help them in this time. So one should depend upon their hard work in getting a good results in this Saturn period. Even housewives get a lot of jobs in this time. They may be very busy in their household work. There may be frequent visitors in this time, due to which they get bounded up with the work. Saturn from 10th house starts aspecting the 12th house, 4th house and the 7th houses. When Saturn aspecting the 12th house, to an extent it is good, but they make a lot of unwanted expenses in this time. The expenses could be of total waste. Even for a very small things they need to spend a lot. They may be spending for a frequent repairs of vehicles, frequent repairs of their house. There may be theft, burglaries and some may even lose their money in this time. So they need to be careful while handling the money. Some may even feel sleepless night. So some may need to take tablets to get a good sleep. So these are some of the issues when Saturn aspecting the 12th house. Now Saturn aspecting the 4th house. There may be challenges in terms of the health of the mother. There may be controversies and issues with the mother and mother side family in this. Even buying a vehicle or purchasing a house, they face some disturbances and confusions and conflicts. There may be frequent repairs in the vehicles they purchase. Even investments in share market may not be so positive for them. But to an extent, it will support because it is house of Mercury, and Mercury happens to be the lord of Gemini too. They realize certain profits after a particular period of time. So there may be initial losses, but ultimately they will succeed in getting some profits. Now Saturn aspecting the 7th house. It will initially give some troubles between the married couples. But once Jupiter moves to the 1st house, it starts aspecting the 7th house, the conflicts will not be there. Those who are unmarried for long get marriage alliances after May. Those who are separated may get reunited after May. There may be good relationship between the married couples, friends and business partners after May. So the negative impact of Saturn will get reduced after the Jupiter transit. The investments can yield them some profits. They find good health improvements in that time. Even seniors and elders in the zodiac get good health in that particular period. They get good medicines and remedies for all the diseases they are facing so far. So the presence of Jupiter in the house of Gemini to an extent is favorable for them. It will control the ill effects of Saturn. Similarly, Saturn getting placed at the house of Jupiter will also support to an extent in getting good work, in getting a good job opportunities, finding a good partners, finding good friends and business partners. So this is all positivity when Saturn is associating in the 10th house of Jupiter. So considering all the planetary positions for Gemini, there could be a positivity up to 85%. For Gemini, the stars Mrigasirisha Pada 3 and 4, Arudra and Punarvasu Pada 1, 2 and 3. They all constitute the Zodiac Gemini. In that, for the star of Mars, Mrigasirisha Pada 3 and 4, and Mars happens to be the 11th house lord, which is responsible for profits. It can support good revenue flow. So there could be a positivity up to 80%. And for the star of Rahu, Arudra, and Rahu is a supportive planet for the Zodiac Gemini, and for its own star, it can give a positivity up to 85%. And for the star of Jupiter, Punarvasu Pada 1, 2 and 3, and Jupiter is going to be placed at the 1st house, even though it takes the Digbal, it can also do Badagam for the house of Mercury, because it is a negative planet for Mercury, and there could be a positivity up to 75%. And in all, for the Zodiac Gemini, there will be a positivity up to 85%.